mic. I got a mic.
I love you,
I
hon.
rake with mics.
I love you, hon.
I love you, Dad. What's up, buddy? Hey, congratulations, man. Well deserved, buddy. Congrats, man.
Eric Hosmer congratulating J.J. Hardy on the contract extension. And wearing the mic again tonight as Mike Moustakas leads it off for Kansas City here in the third. Hosmer wore the mic in Game 2 of the LDS when he hit the home run on the 11th inning that decided the game. And you heard him say, hey, I rake with the mic. He was definitely ready to put it back on again tonight.
Baseball players are the most superstitious people I've ever been around in my entire life. Something works, you stay with it.
With the count 0-2, now the Orioles go into their shift against Moustakas. Pretty much playing him straight up when that at-bat began. We saw earlier in their series he laid down a bunt once with the shift on. Another time he singled to left.
Most teams do play the shift right from the beginning with him, but he also countered that by getting a successful bunt down and hitting the ball the other way.
Off speed, on the ground to first. Pierce takes it himself, run down. Back to the top of the Kansas City order now, and Alcides Escobar. Line to Adam Jones his first time.
You know, the numbers have changed how we look at it, and the data and the statistics, you're going with what or will probably happen. There was always a coordination between the pitcher throwing what pitches he was going to throw and where the defense was going to go. I thought Joe Madden did a nice job in Tampa when he talked about if the pitcher does not want it, if he looks behind there, he has the ability to call it off, which I think is a good adaptation to the shifts at times, because the pitcher has to have confidence that the defense is playing where he's pitching into.
The 2-0 hit well to left. Diaza back at the track. That ball is gone. Alcides Escobar has put the Kansas City Royals on top. So it's the Royals who display the power first in this series. Here's Aoki. Squares to bunt, takes a strike, 0-1.
Kansas City still tries to defy the odds. First career postseason home runs. He hit 3 home runs in the regular season. And first one to hit one out of the ballpark here, not the Orioles, but the Kansas City Royals.
Another look. They had 4 postseason home runs, 2 each for Hosmer and Moustakas, and now Escobar gets in on the act. Aoki fouls it away.
Interesting to see everyday players, those shots of everyone cheerleading. That's something maybe you see in college every game. But during the regular season, 162 games, everyday players kind of save their energy, but not in the post. Everyone becomes a cheerleader when they're not at the plate.
The 1-2. Blooper into left. It's going to fall in front of Diaza. And it's a 1-out single for Aoki. And here's Lorenzo Cain. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Kansas City also utilizes the speed in hit and run situations. So not only do you have to defend against the steal, you have to keep in mind that they like to hit and run.
Cain takes low and away, 1-0.
See the defense here, but you got a lot of room between Pierce and Scope at second base. Lorenzo Cain can hit that hole. Remember, against Weaver in the first game of the ALDS, Aoki was picked off at first base. A little shorter lead.
Hundley with a good job with the block. 2 balls and no strikes. Mike Jerschele, the third base coach of the Kansas City Royals.
We just came off a series of the Angels, and Mike Scioscia calls all those pickoffs and pitch outs, and he likes to pitch out. That's a good weapon against the hit and run. Buck Showalter doesn't believe in the pitch out so much, so you can feel more confident when you get ahead in the count. You're not going to pitch out. You'll get a pitch to hit on a hit and run.
Throw over and Aoki back. Kane, who didn't start playing organized baseball till his sophomore year in high school, didn't play Little League, said his mom was working 2 jobs. He helped out around the house. Took to the sport immediately in high school, and then found himself drafted out of high school. And he takes again. 3 balls and no strikes.
You see Tillman in this inning throw a lot of cutters, and it just hasn't found the plate. Jerschele, Kane, Aoki.
Aoki faked like he was going to steal, caused Scope to cover second base. So sometimes you have the benefit just on a fake that you get the infielder out of position.
Inside, ball 4. 2 on, 1 out. Steve Physiok, what you got? So after Moustakas grounded out to start the inning, Escobar homered, Aoki singled, Kane walked. First and second for the cleanup hitter Eric Hosmer. Breaking pitch missed. 1-0.
Tillman has the great ability to throw any one of his 4 pitches over the plate. We've seen a couple times where he's dropped a 3-2 curveball to get a strikeout the first time to Hosmer. Struggling with his control just a little bit right now.
Strike zone jumping 2-0. It was a 4-pitch walk to Kane after the single by Aoki. And right away, he's fallen behind 2-0. Three balls and no strikes. Buck Showalter watched Tillman string together 20 consecutive starts, allowing 3 earned runs or less. A streak that was snapped in his last start of the season.
Very difficult. Hundley said he could be swinging, but after 7 balls in a row, very hard to swing at a 3-0 pitch.
That's over for a strike, 3-1.
Some hitters don't like to swing at a 3-0 pitch. Feels like they have an advantage that the 3-1 pitch will be the same as the 3-0 pitch. You got to really convince yourself that you're going to get a good pitch to hit on 3-0.
Good speed on the bases in Aoki and Kane. Power at the plate and Hosmer. Tried to hold up, they're going to check. And third base umpire Ron Culpa says he went. The count full, 3-2.
So in hindsight, Eric's thinking, okay, why did I take that 3-0 pitch? I didn't get the fastball like I got on 3-0. I got a breaking ball 3-1.
Good call by Ron Culpa. He did go on this breaking ball down, looking fastball in.
He was cheating a little bit for the same pitch, got himself out, and couldn't hold up.
Tillman fighting back from a 3-0 count. Now 3-2 to Hosmer. And he got him. Hosmer goes down swinging for the second time tonight. So the runners remain at first and second now with 2 out and a run in. And here's Billy Butler, who singled his first time.
And endured many of those losing seasons as one of their best hitters.
One 1-0.
KC 0 for 5 with men on tonight. Whenever I look at Billy Butler, he's a big man with a small stance. I always think he must have liked Jeff Bagwell when he was growing up, because he's a big guy, gets really down low, kind of uses his legs.
Jonathan Scope almost on the bag at second, with Aoki taking his lead. 1-1.
Good use of the off-speed pitches behind in the count by Tillman. The 1-0 changeup right there.
See the shift on here against Butler. He's hit some balls to right field also, though, in the postseason.
On the ground, in the hole. Hardy, long throw, and he's safe. Pierce bobbled the ball at first. It's an infield hit for Butler. Bases loaded with 2 out.
JJ ranges far to his right in the hole. Comes up, tries to get more on it. Steve gets out there. Not in a good pick position, but does block the ball and stop the run from scoring.
Most first basemen will go out there to try to meet the ball, to try to separate that bounce, but Pierce takes it almost like a catcher in the hustle by Billy Butler.
And stands at first. They're loaded with 2 out for Alex Gordon. Well, you talk about a huge spot for Tillman here, and a golden opportunity for Kansas City.
You know, with this Kansas City team, you think of speed. I was just thinking, what happens if Dyson was on instead of Aoki on that ball, or Terrence Gore?
Dyson or Gore wouldn't have stopped.
They would not have stopped, and they would have both scored.
The 0-1. In the first inning of Game 3 in Kansas City, Alex Gordon came to the plate, 2 out, bases loaded. They basically had C.J. Wilson on the ropes. He was waiting for the round to end, waiting for the bell, and then the knockout came from Gordon. He doubled off the wall that night, cleared the bases, and the Royals were on their way.
Many times this year, the Kansas City crowd would chant MVP when Gordon would come to the plate. They could use an MVP hit right here.
1-1. Tillman a strike away from getting out of this. Taking it back to 2008. That's the warehouse out there. That's Utah Street. Alex Gordon, one of those who has reached it. There have been 79 that hit Utah Street on the fly. Here comes the 1-2.
Shields pitched his way out of a bases loaded jam. Tillman's looking to do the same.
Royals lead from every base. Gordon waits on a 1-2, and the count even. One of the first things Dayton Moore did as general manager of this team was draft this guy. Number 2 overall pick in 2006. Getting his first taste of the postseason. Huge at bat right here. The 2-2 off speed, just missed.
Good curveball, Cal. I think Timmons is seeing this ball come around the plate and being a little up and out of the strike zone. I think it's a good call.
Bad one here, forces in a run. The 3-2. Broke his bat. That ball to right is going to fall in fair territory. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Here comes Billy Butler. He will score. 3-run score for Kansas City. It is 4-0. And Alex Gordon has done it with the bases loaded again. Double for Gordon. Takes third on the error on scope. And here's Salvador Perez. That's Tommy Hunter getting loose here in the 3rd inning in the Oriole bullpen.
And we talk so much about Kansas City shortening the game to 6 innings. But when they're leading by 4+ runs, they're 49-2 on the year.
No balls, 2 strikes to the Kansas City catcher. Well, Alex Gordon. Talk about him being the Royals' leader in RBIs this year and one of the best hitters in the American League with runners in scoring position. Delivers with a broken bat double here in the 3rd. Scores 3. And it's 4-0 Kansas City. Breaking pitch hit to left. Piazza is right there. But the Kansas City Royals do some 3rd inning damage. A solo homer by Escobar. And then Alex Gordon clearing the bases with a double. 4-0 Royals.